Welcome to Planet Bollywood. We have two amazing actors, Mirza and Mohit Raina, stepping into the digital space with yet another powerful story named Kaafir. And what I'm very interested about is the character that you've played here and that you are playing, has an amazing premise. There's so much to tell through her character. When you read the script, was that exactly how you looked at her? Like you felt like this role, there's so much messaging that can go through this particular character.
Oh, absolutely, Rudrani. Firstly, the fact that it's inspired by true events, that these circumstances, these events have actually happened in a human being's life, that itself really compels your humanity. It really makes you feel things that you've perhaps never felt before. And then to be offered a story like this, to perform a part like this, to be a part of this kind of a journey that is bigger than all of us, that has such an incredible narrative that speaks to people directly and is then of course gone on to resonate the way it has. I think it's once in a lifetime as an artist to have this kind of an experience. Of course, we'd always be greedy for more, many more such experiences. But what a great beginning for our journey on the digital platform to have a story like Kaafir.
I've also realized that in the digital space, with topics that are sensitive, or we think they are sensitive, because all of us, have opinions on the subject when it comes to Indo-Pak relations, or otherwise, or about religion in itself. I think in the digital medium, it becomes easier to say a lot of things because you're not governed by a particular body as well. That does not come into picture in the digital space. Do you think that sort of also played an important role to tell the story as honestly as possible? Because there wasn't a CBFC or there wasn't a particular board telling you this might hurt particular sentiments or this might do something or the other. I think I'd like to ask Mohit first and then we'll come to Dia.
Well, absolutely. I personally think, because we are not governed by anybody as of now, we have a lot of freedom to express the kind of storytelling we want to express. That's why personally I believe, this phase is the best phase for any person to be attached to the entertainment industry right now. Because you be a writer, you be a creative, you be a director, you be a cinematographer, you be an actor. Right now, there's so much work happening on the digital platform that your all creative needs and the hunger and the greediness will be taken care of. But at the same time, we have to be very responsible. I remember a very old line with a lot of power comes a lot of responsibility. When we have the power of showcasing and messaging, putting our message across to a lot of people through this platform, because it's very accessible. There's a lot of the consumption of the demand that is being generated through this platform. I think we need to be a little more responsible also at the same time and utilize it in our benefit, as well as portraying different entertainment, giving the entertainment quotient available all to our consumers.
The fact that there is no censorship makes OTT a very democratic platform. It's a platform that has given storytellers the kind of opportunity that was not accessible or available to them until a few years ago. Take, for example, even the Kaafir story. Bhavani Iyer wrote the story 13 years ago. Siddharth Malhotra, producer, has been trying to produce it for 8 years. It is because an OTT platform saw its merit, saw how ingenious, how brilliant the story is, that it got made and it has reached people. So, yes, I think the OTT platform has opened up a whole new world, a whole new opportunity, and a whole new possibility for storytelling, which was required and much needed.
जी बिल्कुल, जैसा कि मोहित ने कहा कि विद ग्रेट पावर कम्स ग्रेट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, बहुत एक अच्छी बात कही है, क्योंकि आई थिंक हम डिजिटल स्पेस में हम क्रिएटिविटी को लेके बहुत एक्साइटेड हो जाते हैं एंड वी फॉरगेट दैट कभी कभार इसको हमें एक ज़िम्मेदारी के साथ भी करनी चाहिए. ऐसी कौन सी चीज़ें हैं जो आपको लगता है नीड to be looked at with responsibility while you're doing content on a digital space? Mohit, आपसे ये सवाल है.
आई थिंक बहुत सारे ऐसे चीज़ें हैं जिसको आपको ध्यान रखने की ज़रूरत है, बिकॉज इफ़ यू आर ट्राइंग टू शोकेस और सेंड a particular message across, you have to be very careful with the content that you are making, because I don't think abhi we have the parental guidance wala concept in our own platforms, OTT platforms that we have generated. Please correct me if I'm wrong. We don't have it. We don't have it right now.
There's a disclaimer that comes before the show.
Yeah.
But children can watch a lot of the stuff.
Yeah. So we have to be responsible in that space.
बिल्कुल. Do you share the same views as well, Diya? Where do you think should the line be drawn? मेरा सवाल ये है आपसे.
I think it's very it's subjective, रुद्रानी. मैं यहाँ पे बैठ के नहीं बता सकती कि किसको कहाँ पे लकीर उतारनी चाहिए, क्योंकि सबसे ख़ास बात OTT प्लेटफॉर्म की यही है कि ये जो सेंसरशिप्स हैं, ये जो लकीरें हैं, ये ख़ुद के अंडरस्टैंडिंग और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी से बननी चाहिए. एंड आई होप there isn't a time when we have to follow any kind of law or protocol with regard guidelines on the OTT platform. I think responsibility has to come from within, from the self, and it really is up to storytellers and filmmakers to bring that responsibility into their writing. Like for example, when mom watched Kaafir, she said it was just so refreshing to see a story that was so beautiful, that made me feel so many things, that was devoid of any galis and devoid of any unnecessary sex. And that is her perspective, and she has every right to it, and it's wonderful. But there may be other people who may want certain things that they have access to on OTT. So who are we to decide what should be there or shouldn't be there? I think this responsibility that Mohit is talking about should come from within, from storytellers, from filmmakers, from artists. It shouldn't be something that should be mandated to them, because the moment that happens, then what's the difference between making cinema for the box office and making content for OTT?